Yo, what is good YouTube? I'm Richie Cakes, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the brand new Adidas Anthony Edwards 2. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this one. Also, if you did want to buy a pair of these, I'll leave an affiliate link in the description box below. If you do purchase through that link, it does help me out directly, which is very much appreciated. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the AE2 or Anthony Edwards 2 features like this wide herringbone or blade traction pattern. And in this particular colorway, it does feature a translucent rubber outsole with a solid rubber outsole all around the outsides of the outsole. And how does it perform? Honestly, the traction on here was overall pretty good. If you are playing on your clean courts, you're really not going to have any issues whatsoever. You're going to have a great hard stop, and it's very, very nice on those cleaner courts. If you are playing on your dustier courts, your mildly dusty to really dusty courts, like your LA Fitness, 24-hour Fitness, it really just depends on how dusty the courts are. But I actually did have to wipe quite often. As you all can see, there is quite a bit of dust still caked into the shoe. I have not cleaned these with like any shoe cleaner or anything yet, so what you see here is pretty much, what has been building up ever since I've started testing these shoes. And yeah, on dust, you will slide to a stop, especially if you don't wipe, every so often. The more you let the dust sit there, obviously, the more you're going to slide. I never personally completely slipped out or anything, which is great, but you will have to wipe on dustier courts, and you'll have to do it pretty consistently, otherwise you will slide to a stop. Like I said, overall traction is pretty good. Clean courts is very, very good. Dustier courts, you just have to wipe to maintain that good traction. So moving on to the cushion, the Anthony Edwards 2 features what Adidas is saying, a light strike and a light boost. Whether it's actually light boost or jet boost, honestly, I don't know. There's like a bunch of conflicting details out there right now. But from what I can tell you is how it feels, and it feels pretty good. This isn't like the boostiest setup of boost ever. I will say this is a more responsive setup of boost, I guess. In the heel, it is soft though. I wouldn't say the cushion is super thick or anything, but it is soft. You do get a little bit of bounce. You have pretty good impact protection in the heel, and it's very, very nice. In the forefoot, it does thin out, and you do have like an initial softness, but it's very, very subtle. And the forefoot area is definitely more responsive. You feel very low to the ground, and that's great. The cushion setup in general in here, for me, is nice. Like I said, you do have good impact protection in the heel. You feel that bounciness, that softness, especially when you dig into the heel. One thing you do have to keep in mind though is there is an initial clunk in the heel, just because there is, no exposed foam back here. It is completely covered by this heel counter. But once you get through that initial clunk, it does feel nice. And then in the forefoot, it's just very, very responsive with a very, very subtle softness. So overall for me, cushion setup was good. I do like to feel very quick on my feet. If you're expecting a lot of impact protection from this cushion setup, that's just not what you're gonna get. So moving on to the materials, the Anthony Edwards 2 definitely deviates quite heavily from the Anthony Edwards 1 in terms of the materials. What you're going to get in here is a textile material. Not sure what type of textile it is, but that primarily serves as the base layer of this shoe. On top of that, you're going to have like other rubbers, some fuse, and what I mean by that is like in the toe box area right here, this is fuse. And on top of that, you have this rubber material, and it's just straight rubber. Feels very similar to what was featured on the Anthony Edwards 1. Moving towards the back, you do have that continuation of the textile, and then in the heel, you do have like this hard plastic. Moving to the tongue, you do have like a textile tongue, and it isn't the most padded or anything like that. But what I will say is, if you do like to crank down your laces, I didn't really feel the laces digging into the top of my foot, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, overall, the material usage, I think is better just because it just feels a little bit better on foot. You don't have that, that rubber. It's lighter. It just conforms to the foot a little bit better than what was featured on the Anthony Edwards 1. So personally, I thought that the materials on the Anthony Edwards 2 was actually pretty good. So moving on to the fit. Personally, I think the Anthony Edwards 2 runs true to size. Whatever you wore in the AE1 or Anthony Edwards 1, I would recommend you all get the exact same size in the Anthony Edwards 2. Overall, the fit is good. It's nice and snug. I didn't have any dead space up in the toe box area. You have a half booty upper in the shoe, which does give you as close of a one-to-one fit as possible. And yeah, I mean, overall, the fit is very nice. I'm a slightly wide footer, and you already know I did go true size, and I felt fine in here. I felt like I had plenty of space, especially because you can kind of customize how, I guess, like tight this forefoot area is. So as a slightly wide footer going true size, I had no problems. I think extreme wide footers maybe go up a half size, but you might run into some support issues if you do that. But I think for most people, going true size is your best bet, and you will have a nice snug fit. So moving on to the support, I thought the support in the Anthony Edwards 2 was pretty good. There was some concerning things at first, but eventually that problem just kind of went away. So initially I did actually have some heel slippage in this shoe, in both my right and left shoe. And yeah, that was a little bit concerning. But the more I played in these, the more I broke them in, that problem actually just went away, and I don't experience any heel slippage anymore, which is great. You do have some like heel padding in the back as well. You have some nice heel sculpting. So yeah, I don't have any heel slippage anymore. As far as side-to-side movement on the footbed goes, you're gonna be covered there as well. I think the materials do a great job of making sure your foot is nice and planted on that footbed so you're not sliding around. And then when it comes to hard lateral movements, you're gonna be covered there as well. You do have a fairly wide base in the shoe, and you do actually have an outrigger right here. So you aren't going to be rolling over on those hard lateral movements. And then when it comes to torsional rigidity and stability, you do have a torsion plate in here, and it is very stiff and rigid. Can't really flex it. You're gonna be covered on that front as well. So yeah, overall the support in the Anthony Edwards 2 is good. Just watch out, you might have some initial heel slippage, but I promise you, if you do have that, just play through it and it'll probably go away. So the Anthony Edwards 2 retails for $130. And for $130, I will say that this is a pretty damn nice shoe. Do I think it's better than the Anthony Edwards 1 and 1 Low? Honestly, I kind of have mixed opinions. There are things I like about the previous shoe that I like a little bit more than, this shoe. Namely, the traction. I thought the traction on the AE1 was good pretty much across all court conditions, whereas on here, like I said, if you are playing on your dustier courts, you will have to wipe, otherwise you will slide to a stop. Maybe that has to do with the translucent rubber on here, or the semi-translucent rubber. Hopefully, when solid rubber colorways come out, I will buy a pair of those and do an updated traction test for you all. But as it stands right now, it's just not the best on the dustier courts. Besides that though, I really think that everything else about the shoe is great. The cushion also maybe not as nice as the regular Anthony Edwards 1. I feel like that one was just a little bit more comfortable, but that doesn't mean this isn't comfortable or anything. Actually, in terms of cushioning, this is probably better suited for my play style. But besides that, yes, the Anthony Edwards 2 is a great shoe. I would definitely recommend you all go buy a pair, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you did want to buy a pair of these, like I said, I'll leave that affiliate link in the description box below. But that's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all like this video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment, as those really do help me out. Check out these videos over here, and that's pretty much it. Till next time, peace.